Hello, hello. This is Sztygrys. I will review the game from Iglo. The black player was Thuran and white was Labda. Generally, I like the way Thuran is playing the Puseki, usually. In this game, it was kind of aggressive, and there was a lot of fighting, and mostly in this fighting, players were trying to lose. And you should usually try to win. So we will try to learn how to try to win. For now, this is all great. And Joseki, the usual Joseki is this one. We first exchange and then we jump. And it is a Joseki. But white just jumped. And it cannot be very bad, because without those exchanges, without this exchange, this is a Joseki, normal Joseki. But the question is if this exchange helps or not, and for whom it is better, for which player. It is not easy to answer to this question, but in most cases when we play some Joseki to this corner, we will get a possibility to connect. And if white will connect, then it should be good for white. In the game, black chose this move. And if white would answer like this is the usual way. Then Joseki like that would happen. And maybe it's alright for white, because white is connected to this stone, so the white's position is a bit better than usual. So this would be fine. I think white can play it like this. In the game, white played this one, and then usually it is the standard sequence. And white played this Atari, which is a bit strange, and this Atari. Usual way of play is to play this Atari. If black answers, then we suddenly switch sides and take this one. So black will take the stone and white will take the stone. But in this position, I think the exchange is good for black, because white stone is very close to the very strong black wall, so it is a bit wasted, I would say. So this would be a usual Joseki, but we don't really want this as white. So white decided to play differently, and Atari and take. And this is not really bad. And now this stone can be useful to the situation. So white is like in the corner, and without the exchange it would be maybe a bit better for black, I would say. But now it's hard to say. I prefer black, but only a little. Here black captured the one stone, but white got the nice position. And it is a very important moment to make a decision, because we have these 3 stones, and somehow we need to make our stones stronger. And if we had some strength in the upper right corner, then we can attack it severely. Then I would like to see a move like that. But now it just makes another group. So black has 1 problem and white has 2. So I don't really like this fight for white. And we should be very careful with starting a fight when we have 1 more group than our opponent. Then it is always hard to manage. We should remember that black can capture this stone, so we have a half an eye on the side already. We can capture like this or like this, so we have an eye there at least. So the group is not so weak, the black group. The other way to play would be to try to win on the black group, and I like this idea. Why I like this idea? Because now we will get stronger. We will get some influence, some thickness by leaning on the black group, and maybe we can do it in center even. Like I can understand the move like this, maybe once push. We give up some territory, but we get strength. Maybe this was the way. Or if we can cut is interesting. If black will connect, then we will connect. If black will connect like this, then we play a turn. It does not seem that bad. There are some interesting ideas here. And I would prefer for white to play like this more. In the game, white played this one, and now it is very easy to separate white groups. And if white will be running with one group, then the other group will suffer, which is not ideal. You can see. In the game, black even decided to add a move here, which makes sense, because we take away the base, and black still separates the two groups. So the problem remains. White has two groups and black has one. And already black is gaining some territory. Already. So generally I think it was well played for black. This exchange is not good. Maybe white thought that this works, but this doesn't work. So if this doesn't work, then black has to play like this, and there are some edges. But unfortunately for white there is none, so it is better to play like this. In the future, maybe we would like to play like this and cut. For now, it does not work, I think, but maybe in the future. So now we lost this possibility, and black is fine. Okay, so you can see, we gave up territory here, we gave up territory here, and where did white gain? Nowhere. So it was better to give the territory right away and make ourselves stronger. Okay, generally exchanges like this are not good exchanges because black got a point of damage, but without this exchange we cannot jump. Why we cannot jump? Because white will cut us. And this is very annoying. So we cannot play like this. In this case, it was necessary to make this exchange, I think. I don't see any better way to prevent that. And now at least we can jump. Black jumps, plays the Kusumi, and black plays the R11. I think the more important move would be somewhere around here, because white can play here, but it is very small base. There's no ice base there, so black can just take the big points, some other big points, and be happy. Black played this one, which is a bit strange. I would first think about this one, because this requires some answer, more or less, and then we can play Tetenuki already, because we are connected. But I think white wanted to try to make some cut. Unfortunately, I don't see the way for the cut to work. And in here, white tried to cut like that, but it doesn't work. And generally, when we try to do something, it is cutting, connecting, capturing, surrounding, but it will not work. Usually the result will be very bad. So if we play a move, and the purpose of this move is cut, we need to make sure that it really cuts. If it does not cut, then it will be very bad for us. So generally the wedge also is a very strange shape, and we don't really play it unless we are sure that it works. Unless we are sure. And in this case, white was not sure, or white was not sure enough, because black is just connected everywhere. So the result is good for black. Black has the territory, and black has quite a safe group. Let's see. Here black cuts, and it is very normal to cut in this position. But then white played this, and black gave up this stone. So it was not really great way to play. Maybe we can try to fight civilly, maybe like this or like this. It is complicated. We need to be very careful because if we die, then it is very bad for our black. But if we don't die, then it's okay. If nothing works, then surely we cannot play this cat. And we have to play like that, which would also be alright for black. In the game, white captured the stone, and now white is also safe with this group, so it is not so bad for white. But we did not get many points in profit. We only have this corner. So white needs to be careful to get some territory soon. Maybe not soon, but in the future. Here I think black chose the simple variation, and I like that black chose the simple variation because it is now white needs to get back to the game. Black has more profit, and it is not obvious how for white how to get more points. So white would need to have a plan. Black does not need a plan. If the game will go with simple moves, then it will end in some endgame and black will win. So white needs to do something extra, I would say. Yes, black plays the normal move, and white start a fight. And I like the idea of starting the fight, because if we don't start the fight, then we are losing. And now it will be complicated. Maybe this group even will be possible to attack, but it is hard because it almost has two eyes, like one eye is almost here and second can be here. So it is not easy to attack this group, but maybe we can do it. Black just takes the profit. I was very surprised that white took the profit this way, because the left side is the side where we want to take territory. So I would expect white to play this way, try to connect to the stone here. It would be more interesting, I would say. Probably black would play a move like that, which is not ideal for white, but still we can get a lot of territory on the left. I think the game would be closer with this way of playing. Now it is hard to see where white wants to get the territory to get back to the game. So black just plays the safe move. We play safe, we don't try to do anything crazy, we have more territory, and this is a correct way to play now. And again, a sequence where white tries to cut, but the cut doesn't work, and we are ending with the bad result. We are losing, so we need to try something, but still, we need to be very careful. If we have any time, we need to calculate carefully if this works or not. If we don't calculate, then we can lose very easily. And after white lost this group, the game is over, I would say. There is no weak group of black, and black has much more territory. So the game effectively ended. It is very hard for white to play now, because we don't have any potential places on the board where we can catch up, and the only group that is weak of black is this one, and it is not very weak. It is quite strong. Black already is adding them some moves to it, so it's very hard to attack it, I would say. Very hard. I think we should wait and disguise our attack. Wait for a good moment. Maybe try to play some normal moves and pretend that we don't really want to attack, but when black will not expect, then try to attack. And try to kill. This is the only way I think we can make it work. If it doesn't work, then the game is lost. Generally, game continued after that, but it is very hard to get back to the game. Black even tried to attack this group, which was very hard to do. White lived here easily, but we don't need to capture anything, we just need to play safe. And here black has a lot of more points, so we just need to play the end game and we win. I think nothing really exciting happened after that. Okay, let's sum up. Here it is interesting idea to play this Keima instead of Hana, but generally it should be alright for black if black will play correctly. And I think black played pretty well with this sequence. Locally it is not so bad. Without this exchange, it would be good for black, I would say. But with the exchange, it is maybe playable. But we don't need to be greedy. If we want to start a fight, we need to be sure that we are ahead. For example, if there would be a white stone here, or even better, some Shimari there, then it is much more probable that this is a better move. But if we do it without these stones, then black will just go out, and black will have two groups to attack. He can choose. Yeah, this is the sequence that worked a lot for white. We tried to cut and it was not really possible to cut. And this is why also we played this move, so it is also a waste, a bit of a waste. Fortunately for black, for white, black cut and it did not work, so white just came back a bit. But we need to focus on the left side. The left side is the biggest for white. And after this move, we need to close it. Like that. If we don't get anything on the left side, we will not have enough territory. On the upper side, there is not that many territory to be taken. And this was the final sequence. That's all. Thank you for listening, and good luck in your next games.